Say that for people who don't know the full history, they can always go to the websites. I want to talk about things that we don't always hear about. So those of you who want to know the full history of the Rutles, you can go to the rutles.org or rutlemania.org, which are wonderful websites that got those full history. Let's talk about some of the stuff you don't get to talk about in interviews much. This is the first time you've been in public together, actually, because there was no launch party for the film, no launch party for the record. You've never actually made a public appearance before.
No, it's the first time people have actually reunited before they're united.
Well, that's all we have time for tonight.
No, if you listen carefully, Martin will answer all our questions for us.
Going back to just give us a little bit of what really started this off. I mean, when it came to, you were both working on Rutles Weekend Television, which is your series, Eric, and Neil had done a song and you'd got a sketch idea. Just give us a little background to that.
Well, we had a strange show called Rutles Weekend Television, which has mercifully been kept off the air in America, although it's a big staple on YouTube currently. Copies on eBay, you see, all stolen. And Neil was would produce 2 songs a week, and he sent me things so I could write the sketches.
They had to be cheap, didn't they? Because Rutles didn't have any money. It was,
yeah, it was $40,000 a week. This show it was in the Weather Studios. They put it on the BBC. And Neil sent me this song, and it was very Beatley, so I wrote that joke about running away from camera, which you saw 3 times tonight. Fortunately, jokes really go a lot better when you play them over and over again. Fine. And I thought that it was a really, Neil, one of the things he really does really well, I think, and that's one of the things we should appreciate tonight, is Neil and his wonderful music. It's just fantastic.
Everybody involved in the Rutles knew exactly what to do, especially the music. And we owe a great deal to John Altman, who did some fantastic arrangements as well.
John Altman, next to be better known for orchestrating Always Look on the Bright Side of Life.
Indeed.
Now, among the musicians who were playing on when you did that first skit, we noticed there was a slightly different Rutles lineup. And tell us about that, because one of the people who was actually playing on the show with the musicians was John Halsey. So,
John Halsey was there.
You were actually playing on Rutles Weekend Television. You were one of the musicians playing.
Yes. So you're the noisy one.
I played Stig on that first one.
I was going to say, you were,
yeah.
David Fataar was